Welcome, guys. It's another episode of the Neutral Corner. It's Danny Glover, it's Lex, and we're joined today by the British middleweight champion, Denzel Too Sharp Bentley. How's it going, man?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Yeah, good.
She was all clapping them at once.
I'm cold. But yeah, so good to have you on. So yeah, we're going to start from the beginning as we usually do, make people get to know a bit more about you, as well as new viewers who might be new to you or
It's your first time in the Neutral Corner, so tell the fans how you got into this game they call the fight game.
When I was probably about 15, I was about 15. My brother bought some gloves and head guard from Nine Elms Market, and then we just started, me, him, bunch of friends started scrapping each other, different blocks on the estate, in the pen, whatever. When I got to college, I met a friend that actually boxed. He's like, yeah, but I'm like, yeah, I can box. Took me to his gym, got battered, said I'm not having it, I gotta go back, and then just pretty much started from there.
Right.
So whereabouts did you grow up then?
Southwest London, Patmore Estate, down Battersea.
Oh, Battersea.
Yeah.
Okay, so growing up, did you know like So Solid crew around? Was that?
Yeah, I knew about them, but they were a little bit further down from me. Like, so like where I am in Battersea is like kind of secluded. It's like Wandsworth Road. It's like that side of Battersea would tell me my side ain't Battersea kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you look at the map, it's on the
Battersea,
Battersea. But it's like we're like closer to like Nine Elms Vauxhall.
Okay.
Wandsworth Road kind of side. Yeah.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
So how was like school life and stuff and growing up around Battersea area? What was it like?
It was all right. It wasn't bad. I mean, I went to school. I went primary school, obviously in my estate, and then I got sent to Ghana for being a bit naughty.
Naughty, yeah?
Yeah, so I was there for like 2 years. So when I came back to secondary school, I came back year 7.
Yeah.
That's when it was kind of like, oh, okay, this is what it's like. Obviously, you start finding out who's who.
Yeah.
Like, the gangs that are around.
So
It's
how long was you in Ghana for?
2 years.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, no, it's all right, but it's a big change because I went there as a kid.
Okay.
Obviously, I've come back, I'm still a kid, but now my eyes are more open to like the culture and the ends and that, like what's going on and that. Whereas before, I'm oblivious to it. I don't know. You see some youths down there, you say, oh, those are the bad boys, don't go there. Do you know what I mean? Like,
So you was like what, year 5 when you
like year 4, year 4.
Year 4.
Came back end of year 6. So end of year 4, going to year 5, I got sent, came back end of year 6.
So what badness was it? What was you said you was a bit naughty? What was you like rocking?
No, it is. It's just like
they just saw it from early and just nipped it in the bud.
Just don't listen to no one. Like talkative in the class. Like every time mom's gonna pick me up, teacher's got something to say. Denzel's doing this. He weren't listening. I told him to do this. He weren't being a bit rebellious. Just had a lot of energy. I mean.
So how was it then when you said you was trying to adapt in Ghana? Was you living the proper village life?
Nah, Dan.
What?
Who lives the village life?
You'd be surprised. Depends where you are.
Damn,
Hey, that's funny. No, I won't live in the village life.
So Caribbean friends people. Yeah,
I was actually
Villages in Jamaica, you know.
yeah, the villages everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah. Well,
I was living all right. We had like house help. We had the driver take us to school and stuff.
Oh.
People like house help that like washed our clothes, ironed our clothes for us, our uniform, woke us up in the morning, take us to school, cook for
Talk
us
up the thing, let them know about Africa.
right,
Talk up the thing. Talk up the.
Gold Coast, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't believe what they show you on the TV screens about Africa, people. It's a beautiful place.
It is.
we know
It
that
is.
I didn't, Dan. I didn't say you didn't know, Dan. I didn't say. I didn't say anything, Dan. I'm telling the peoples.
Okay. Yeah. So when you come back, so I guess you've changed your attitude, and did you feel like you was more disciplined in life then?
It helped a bit though. It did. I wouldn't say I changed my attitude. I was like, I kind of understood more. So like in Africa, like, it's a big thing to respect your elders, isn't it? Like no matter who it is. So like it could be anyone. If they're older than you, you got to show them respect. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of adapted that kind of mentality or behavior. Anyone can beat you over there. So it's like, if you're rude to someone that's older than you and they decide to beat you, no one's coming to save you, bro. Like they might even all join in. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you're getting disciplined. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that because one time my cousin come over from Nigeria and he's a bit older than me, and I said something like the slap was on automatic.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, like over here you just kind of got no manners. Kids are a bit unruly and that, but that.
My mom's like, no, we don't beat children. I'm like, don't we?
No, do you know what it is? It's changed because in my parents' day, like the Windrushers, and even my mum's day, like in the 90s, neighbours could beat you, take you home, and then you get another set of records.
Yeah, no.
But it's like a new thing now where kids are saying, "I'll call social services." Like we didn't. I remember when I used to say, "I'll call them." I was like, "Call them then, call them." Shook, but now these youths are
they're different. Yeah, there's too much access to these things.
Yeah,
there isn't. It's just there's too much soft parenting. I'm not saying go and bang up your kids and that, but like. It's like there's a bit too much
Have a
suppressing.
firm hand in it.
Yeah, like you gotta be, you gotta discipline them a bit. Do you know what I mean? Like it goes a long way. You know, if you do something bad, you get punished for it. If you do something good, you get rewarded for it, innit? But it's like no matter what you do, you're being pampered and looked after. Like nowadays, like oh no, don't hurt him. He's only a kid. He'll learn. I don't learn if you don't show him. You know what I mean? So
this is why a lot of kids, if for instance we see kids outside messing around, no one can't tell me nothing. My mom can't even tell me nothing.
Of course, exactly.
So it's like wow.
Yeah, like I think my biggest thing in school, getting in trouble in school after a while, is gonna tell my mum. Yeah. But if my mom's not gonna tell me off, what am I scared of, bro? I don't give a damn. If my parents ain't telling me nothing, you're not telling me nothing. Exactly, my only thing is I'll be moving mad in school all day. Say we're calling your mum. I'm like, oh, you lot are taking it too far now. Yeah. That's when I want to try and behave. But it's all different now, isn't it?
And even when sometimes you got to be careful, even because sometimes you see these youths messing around and they're with their parents, and you just say, "Hey, stop doing that," and they're like, "Don't tell my kid off."
Yeah, exactly.
Don't ever tell me. So then the kid's thinking, "Right, no one can't tell me."
No one can tell me that. My mum's always gonna back me.
Yeah, 100%. So like, wow,
different nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah,
so.
we got to take it back. But yeah, now back to what amateur gym did you start off at then?
Started off at Fisher ABC.
Oh, with Steve Isaac.
Steve Isaac, yeah. Legendary coach, man.
Big in the game. So when was you there? Was you there when it was like Jimmy Coyle, John Dennerton?
No, that's way before me.
Okay.
I was there like Ted was still there when I was there.
Chris?
Who? No, Chris had already left. I went there like I was already a teenager. I was like 17 when I went there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
17, 18, yeah.
So Sam Mullins took a lot of them.
Like, he'd left by the time I got there. Yeah,
Chris and that over to the Lynn. Okay, so you was there. Yeah. But Ted stayed. So then, how was your time there?
It was good, you know. There was a lot of top boys there. You had Billy Gordon and Jevon Taylor that was just winning the novices at the time, winning championships. Ted was obviously coming through. He was young. He was younger than them, so he was still a junior turning senior because I think Ted's my age, but just a later birthday. So like, I was already a senior when I joined. So he was turning senior. He was like the golden boy from what I saw when I went there. Yeah, Danny Carter that was doing bits, Joe McCory, and they were all like Charlie Wynn as well. So they were all like the top guys in the gym coming through. They were all entering the championships, and I was just like the new boy.
Yeah,
and it's like a bit uncomfortable at first, having to get in there, spar them, and then. You know, I'm a kind of like a visual learner, so I'm watching these guys, seeing what they're doing, and I go back and then I come back and I'll try and match what they're doing. So that helped me progress quick because there was a lot of good boys in the gym at the time. Yeah.
So what championships did you enter during your time there?
I entered the novices like 3 times. I got to the semi-finals, I think, in my last try. So I done the under 10s the first time round. But this is like me, new to boxing, had 2 fights, never made weight before. I'm like, walking around at 90 kilos when I started.
Wow.
And I'm getting up to 75. So I remember like the last 2 days I didn't eat, I was just sipping water. I was folded. And I lost to, what's his name again? I know his name. I fought him on my 3rd pro fight. I got his name I got his face in my head as well.
Oh, okay.
Got that barrel name. Ashley Dummets.
Okay.
Ashley Dummets. He was boxing Fitzroy at the time.
Yeah.
Lost to him. Went again the next year. Lost to Robbie Chapman.
Yeah. Ashley Bailey Dummets.
Yeah, Ashley Bailey Dummets. Lost to Robbie Chapman in the London finals. Then I went in the year after that. I beat Robbie Chapman and got to the semis of the nationals and lost. And then I wanted to go to the ABAs. Coach then put me in. I said, I'm turning over now then.
Okay, so yeah, that kind of answered that question.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, what was the decision? What made you go? So yeah. Okay, so then who did you sign with at first, or was you on?
I don't have no promoter. I was boxing small shows. Yeah.
All right. So where did you start off?
On a Mo Pryor show at York Hall.
Okay.
Yeah, Mo Pryor show at York Hall.
Was it a tickets deal? Or?
Yeah, all ticket deals.
So you had to train and also
sell tickets
as well. You know, a lot of fighters don't know that's, not a lot of fighters, fans, sorry, don't know a lot of that side of the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in boxing that people don't know, but at the same time, pardon me, in my personal opinion, that stuff don't concern the fans. You feel me? That's our problem.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's like, we got to deal with it. I ain't gonna come out and moan and blah blah. If you don't want to come see me fight, don't come see me fight, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't get twisted. We all need the help.
But
I'm not about to beg you to come see me fight, and you feel like you're doing me a favor.
Okay.
So I'm saying I'm not about to do that. I appreciate every single person that gets to off me. All the support I get, I appreciate. But from the beginning of my career, I've never been the type to beg someone to buy a ticket off me. If you say you're coming, I'll remind you. If you don't come, no hard feelings. I ain't gonna say, oh, you're this and that, you didn't support me. Nah, bro, you're not interested. You don't see value in buying a ticket for boxing. It's all good, bro. Do you know what I mean?
So explain to some of the fans, because some of the fans might not know, how does the ticket deal system work with these small hall promoters?
It's kind of mad. It's very mad still. So you get your tickets, you sell them, you knock them out, and obviously you got to come back. So let's say, for example, I'm not really sure what it is now, but probably the same, to be honest. But
Normally 100, isn't it?
yeah, no, like there's no specific number you got to sell. There's a price. So you got to make sure you cover your opponent.
Oh.
You got to pay the house fee. Then you pay yourself, and whatever's left, you go 50-50.
So what is the house fee? Because somebody was asking me the other day that wanted that explained.
It depends. It varies. If you got a certain deal, then you got a certain deal. But if you're not signed to that promoter and you're just boxing in a show, the house fee is usually $1,000. I don't know if it's changed now, but I'm sure it's $1,000. Obviously, so let's say you're doing a 4-rounder, you got to pay your opponent $1,100. You pay the house $1,000. You pay yourself $1,100.
So the house
I'm saying
fee,
that's free too already.
Yeah.
So is the house fee kind of like, you know, like in the barbers where they rent their chair? It's like you're paying for your slot on the show.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. But then if you don't cover that, so let's just say in the 4-rounder, you need 3,200 to make sure you box and you earn a bit of money. Anything under that, you owe money or you don't get paid.
Okay.
Tell a lie. Let's just say you got to make 2,100, yeah? 1,100 for your opponent, 1,000 to the house. You can box, you just won't get paid.
Okay.
So you're safe. Anything less than that, you owe money.
Okay.
You got to pay someone. You got to pay the house. You got to pay your opponent.
You got to find the money from somewhere.
You got to find the money from somewhere. So you got to make sure you cover at least 2,100 still.
So for those on the roads, use 2,100 consignment fee to be on the show, and then you've got to try and make something on the back end.
For those on the road, like if we're talking about journeymen and that, they ain't got to pay nothing.
No, I'm talking about.
Oh, like for those that ain't signed, yeah, of course.
Street guys.
Yeah.
So that's so what was you doing? Did you have a part-time job or full-time job?
I had a part-time job for a bit, but that wasn't to do with covering my tickets or nothing. That was just to do with me
I'm talking just
traveling just survive. Yeah, definitely had a part-time job. But I had mad support from the jump. Like I didn't expect it as well. Like, I got a big family and everyone was willing to support. So I always showed them love and appreciation like, every time. So
that's
it made it kind of easy for me still. And obviously in between I had a few dinner shows. They don't really do dinner shows much nowadays since COVID. But dinner shows saved me bare.
Okay.
I ain't got some more tickets. Just turn up, tables are sold. I get my change for fighting and go home. So dinner shows help a lot.
Them hotel ones, innit?
Yeah, they help a lot.
I remember I would box on there a couple of times as an amateur.
Oh yeah, as an amateur they do loads of them amateurs, yeah. Tables are already sold.
They sponsor you. They sponsor it. It's mad. They sponsor you about.
Sponsor you about, yeah.
So how after how many fights was you able to give up your job?
So when did you get on the radar of
I think I quit when I signed to Frank.
Yeah. So how did that come about?
Of course, my manager had a good relationship with Frank anyway.
Okay.
So it was like that was always it would have been in the pipeline as long as I kept doing well. But one day, came to the gym, doing my rounds, and my manager was like, "Oh, you could have fought tonight." I'm saying, "I think it's like a Thursday or something." I'm like, how did you? How? He's like, "Oh yeah, Frank had a dinner show. They had a fight pull out and they wanted another fight, but they didn't get back to me, so whatever." I'm like, cool. So I've all trained, done 10 rounds sparring, whatever, done training. But I'm getting ready for another fight. That's 2 weeks after. Yeah. Or in 2 weeks' time, I should say. So I'm doing my rounds, gone home, and I get a call from my coach, like, "Oh, you're right, how you doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. Have you eaten?" I'm like, "Oh, you asked me some weird questions, like, why do you, what's going on? Like, how can you call me and ask me if I've eaten, you've never done this. Like, what's going on? It's, oh, you might be fighting tonight. I'm like, yeah, you're joking, innit? So, no, I'm serious. Like, that fight's on. It could be on. All right, cool. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'll take it. So manager just phoned me like, yeah, then meet at the gym this time, blah, blah, blah. I'm going, right, this is actually happening. So obviously I packed my bags and I've told my mum, my dad and my brother. My dad and my brother were like, nah. My dad's like, nah, you're tired. You just train, like, just rest and sleep. My brother's like, hey, this is your career, you know, you can't just come mess up. Like, what if you lose? I'm thinking, my mum's the only one that said, is it? Yeah, go do it. I'm telling her raw, like, it's on the Frank Warren show. Like, if I perform well, like, who knows what could happen? You feel me? So obviously I went now. On the way down, so I'm thinking about like, right, why am I doing this? Like, I'm even kind of mad. Then they said who it was. So in the car, they're talking about who the opponent was, and they said Sergio Bomo. Well, I've heard this name before. Who's this again? So I've got on BoxRec, searched him. I'm like, oh my days. Hey, they're setting me up. This guy's a solid dude. Obviously, got there now, weighed in, gone there.
Looks solid.
Ended up knocking him out in the second round. Yeah, bro.
Looks solid.
He's got a pound of jam head.
Yeah, and at the time, that wasn't his record. He was like, 7-6 or something like that.
At the time, he was 6 and 7. No,
Yeah, 6 and 7, yeah. So I'm like, well, he's got like a half and half record. I remember him fighting Chris Congo and he was quite tough, but Chris Congo like pinged him anyway, but like, he wasn't down nowhere.
That short blanker looking brother.
Oh, was that him? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he had that mad head. Yeah.
Okay. Chris came out. I remember Chris came out to know better that one. Yeah.
So I was like, wow. So then obviously got him, stopped him in the second round. I didn't even expect to stop him, to be honest. And then from then it was like,
that day, innit?
What day?
That same night. You and my brother.
What was that night? No, who did Craig fight that night?
He stopped the guy, or he pinned him in the corner.
Yeah, probably wasn't there, but yeah.
Can't remember if that was a Lucas Brown night though. Was that Lucas Brown? Didn't White versus Lucas Brown.
And Rappo was on it.
Yeah.
Might have been that card still.
Yeah.
Might have been. Can't remember, but yeah. So I remember that, and then what happened? Yeah, ended up stopping the second round. And I was like, cool. And then from then, I had a fight. Obviously, I still had my fight 2 weeks later.
Okay.
And obviously, manager phoned me, sending you an email, contract. And I was like, oh, snap, slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who was your man? Is it the same manager still?
Yeah, Martin Bowers, yeah.
Oh, Martin Bowers. Oh, yeah, we got Martin. Oh, Martin's a cool guy.
Yeah.
So then, when I first got wind of you, it's when you fought Kelsey
Ball.
Yeah, Kelsey Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought that, I was like, okay, this seems like a good fight.
He was touted to do some good things, that Kelsey Ball.
And I never heard of you. And then you blasted him out in a round. Yeah. I was like, right, this is how these
in his Banku.
Terence Crawford.
That is funny.
Yeah. So I was like, no, so that's from there. I kept I was like, yeah, no, I was locked in. I was like, yeah, I'm watching you now. And then you fought. It wasn't the guy after, because it was 2 fights after Kelsey Ball.
Mick who?
Mick Ball, lockdown fight. Yeah, Mick Ball.
Sixth round, was it?
6th round, yeah.
Yeah, you took him out in the 6th. Because pandemic, that's when everyone was watching boxing.
Yeah.
Nothing to do but house party.
House party.
That didn't last, man. That didn't last at all.
Oi.
But that got us through.
That got us through 100%.
Yeah, still.
That got everyone through lockdown still.
And then after Mick, he had the 2 fights with
Heffron.
So talk to us about the first fight. Like, your honest opinion, do you feel like you won?
No, I felt like I won still.
You feel like you done enough?
That's the thing though. Doing enough ain't enough, man.
Yeah.
Doing enough ain't enough, man. But I thought I won. Like, obviously that's my first time going 10 rounds. Obviously I had Mick Hall, which was a 10 rounder scheduled for 10. Didn't go 10. But it's like my career was kind of pushed from there. If that makes sense. Like, someone at Heffron, what, 25-1? Like, I don't know, like 18 knockouts or something like that. I'd only had, what, 13 fights?
Yeah.
I'll
be honest, when it got announced, it's not that I thought you were going to lose. I just thought, have they made it a bit too soon?
Yeah. But the thing is, you got to remember, sometimes my mouth gets me in trouble because I'm calling for these fights.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what I mean? So when it's getting pushed to me, I can't be like, nah, bro, we got to go. But that's the type of guy I'm a fighter anyway. Like, I was going to take my fight regardless. But it's just now looking back at it, I'm thinking, wow, like, I could have definitely had a couple more fights before pushing on to these kind of fights. But at the time, I just want to be recognized as one of these fighters at that level. Like, I don't want to just be getting kicked to the curb, like pushed to the back of the queue. So I'm like, nah, bro, like give me my shot.
Yeah.
So when that came across, but even when that came across, bro, like I didn't have the best preparation for it, the first fight, because it was like we didn't know when it was. So I've just thought it cool.
Was it on, off, on, was it that fight?
It wasn't even that, it was just, when did we fight? September. September. But there's 2 dates in September.
Okay.
We had that date, pardon me, where Yard's fighting Deck.
Okay, Spellman, yeah.
Spellman. And then had another date where Taylor's fighting that Kong Song brother.
Taylor.
When he punched that guy, he punched him in the rib and he just kind of went on the floor.
I think it was around, yeah. So and that was the second date. So I thought I was going to be on the later date.
Okay.
So we're not even sparring properly. So like, obviously because of the Mick Hall fight, the camp was a bit mad. Just come up from lockdown.
Okay.
Coach is saying, well, look, we're not going to press too much. We just do your rounds, but we'll break it up. So you go in for 2, come out, then go back in and come out. So we're breaking up my rounds like that. Yeah, we're breaking up the rounds. And then like all of a sudden it was like, I knew I was fighting Heffron, but nothing was
set in stone.
Yeah, but I knew that fight was coming. Then it's like, yeah, you got Heffron on the 12th. I'm like, well, what, ain't it going to be the day after? Well, I think it was like 24th or 26th. I'm like, ain't it going to be? Like, no, you got him on the 12th. And like, I looked at my phone, like, that's like 2.5 weeks. You feel me? That's like 2.5 weeks. Obviously, I'm thinking, all right, cool, what are we going to do? So obviously, it was Carnival weekend as well.
Yeah, you said.
So that bank holiday, that ain't no Carnival, obviously. Because I just remember because that bank holiday, we were in the gym.
Okay.
We were in the gym, so Umar Sadiq came over to help. Obviously, looking at the telly, we're all thinking Heffron's taller than he is.
Yeah.
Sounds he's about my height, for sure. Obviously, wrong style though.
Yeah.
Umar's tall,
wiry,
awkward,
rangy, and outside fighter.
You feel me? And obviously Heffron's strong coming forward. And obviously, we just needed that distance, so we got him in. We got a few others in, and we just didn't have like the correct sparring. You feel me? Correct, and all the time, really, because then I got 1 week of sparring, and then it's fight week.
Oh yeah, cool.
So the preparation was the best. Obviously, we still took it anyway. It's lockdown, innit? What can you do? Took it. First time going 10 as well. So like, I'm in my mind, I'm counting the rounds down. So first round's gone. Oh, yeah, 1-0. Second round's gone. People put them down. Oh, I'm 3 rounds up. You feel me? So I'm counting it in my head.
Yeah.
And that's obviously the middle rounds ended up slipping because I'm not focused on the fight. I'm focused on trying to score the rounds and see how I feel in what round and that. And then obviously
you're giving up too much ground in the corner.
Way too much ground. I kept going back in the corners. Then he caught me in the ninth, just slapped my chin, rocked me. I thought, raw. Held him. And then the last round, I thought I won. And in my mind, I was like, if I win this last round, I've secured the fight. Yeah, you're going over the line. If I don't win this round, it might be a draw. And like, I don't think anyone could say I lost the last round. So when they said draw, in my mind, I'm thinking, raw, boxing-wise, I pinged him. He caught me with a few solid shots, but bro, I've given up bare ground, but I don't think he hit me as much times as I hit him. Or he didn't look better than I was outboxing him. And if you looked at his face in that fight, he didn't look too bothered about the draw. Yeah. He looked like, whew, got away with that one.
Yeah, like, well, got away with it, yeah.
So then it was like, okay, cool, whatever. Everyone's saying, look, it's a good thing. I'm saying, how, bro? Like,
were they saying that because like you went through, got to the 10 round, done the 10?
They were saying that because they're saying, look, you got a rivalry now. People are going to buy into this. You're trending on Twitter. Everyone watched it. Sick fight. It's not a loss, bro. Like,
obviously, they're telling the truth because it's not a loss or draw. But obviously, you was pissed in here.
Anyone else, I'm looking for the outside. I'm not saying the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's me. I don't care about it.
So like, obviously, you ran it back. And just talk to us about the camp for that fight, like, because obviously you said the first camp wasn't the best. Talk to us about the camp, because the way he dealt with Heffron in the second, I need to know what was going on in training.
It got a bit personal, so I wanted to really hurt him.
Yeah,
he just kept saying bare things. Oh, you hit like my daughter, or you this, that, or so you lost your runner, whatever. That's what I said. But the thing is, I didn't really want to bring his kids into it. So I just thought I let that one slide. And like you mentioned, but I ain't gonna mention your daughter. That's a bit. It's not real beef, innit? Like,
it's not that deep.
And
it's a sport at the end of the day, and kids watch you.
And I don't think kids are. That's not fair to get kids caught in a crossfire. You feel me? So I left. I wanted to, and I was like, let me just not like.
Me, I would have said, "So your daughter dropped you." I would have said,
yeah, we're just getting back and forth on Twitter, but we're cool now, though. We're cool now. Me and Mark are cool now, but
disclaimer.
Obviously, but obviously, so we were just saying bare things. I'm like, I want to hurt this guy. Like, so we just got bare solid sparring guys in that. So just getting bare strong guys, like light heavyweights, like sparring Dan Aziz and Freezy and guys like that. I need some strong guys. So I'm saying, well, if I can hold my ground with you guys, this guy ain't doing nothing to me. So I just got to hold my ground with you guys. And obviously, then we had good, obviously, before again in November. So week off back in the gym. So from whenever I got back till November,
okay, because
we're hitting the ground running. Like I got all these guys. I'm calling in light heavyweights. Had a few more guys, but I can't remember who exactly was there now. But there's a few guys, but mainly it was Dan Aziz and Freezy. Yeah.
So then, how did you feel in there the second time compared to the first time? Then
I'm invincible, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm being honest with you, it's like cool. The British title in the 9 was nice, but at the time, I just wanted to bang you. If that wasn't on the line, I would have still took the fight. I just wanted to bang you. Like, you know what I'm saying that. So
I mean to ask you this question. So where's because there's not a lot of switch hitters, obviously in that fight. Did you switch? I think you did switch in
the
that
first
fight.
one. Yeah.
Talk to us more how that come about, because not a lot of people can switch hit, man.
From like the amateurs, like a lot of my favorite fighters are southpaw, and obviously one of my favorite fighters is Terry Crawford.
Okay.
And he switch hits. You feel me? So obviously I'm watching guys like Rigondeaux, Loma, Pernell Whitaker, all southpaws. So I wanted to learn how to fight southpaw. So I just used to just drill it on the bag, like southpaw. Like used to look in the mirror, like. I'm basically in the mirror. I'm orthodox, innit? So I'm like, it's the same rules apply. Just getting used to that movement. Just getting used to that movement. So I just started off with just getting my hands right. Then I started off with my feet, moving my feet. What way is this? But it feels awkward when you're punching from an uncomfortable angle. So I just used to just stand still on the bag, just throw 1-2 hook, and try and make it feel comfortable. I know obviously in boxing they make you get your feet right first, but obviously as an orthodox, my feet are already, I know how to move my feet. So as a southpaw, I just wanted to learn how to throw and then learn how to move after. So I just kind of drilled it. Then I started doing it on the pads of my coaches. Obviously then my coaches helped me bring it on, and then I just, in sparring, I just started switching, and then I just got used to it.
Yeah, so, and then you managed to do his iron with a big right hand.
Yeah.
And
a few right hands.
Yeah, but there was one in particular that popped it, and then got stopped. And since then, that win's aged very well, because now he's the super middleweight British and Commonwealth champion.
Yeah.
So he took out Lennox Clark.
Yeah.
So
good fight as well.
Just shows that it's made the win even better. Look even better now.
Definitely.
So after that, you was on a high.
Bit too high.
He was on a high. You know, he was calling everyone out, anyone that was in and around you.
Yeah.
Was the Felix Cash fight next?
Yeah.
It was. So tell us how that came about.
I already knew from before the Heffron fight, from when we signed it, Winners got to fight Cash. So they're ready, but I'm like, yeah, that's no biggie.
Cool.
We'll fight Cash.
So obviously, as we all know how the fight went, what would you have done different in that fight? If you could turn the clock back, what would you do different?
I would have done everything
tactics,
different. Everything.
Like
camp, tactic, everything, bro. Everything different. But at the same time, part of life, part of the journey, innit? I won't change it, because at the end of the day, I learned a few things from it. So without that loss, I wouldn't have been thinking what I could have changed in camp or during training or outside of camp, or, you know, my lifestyle choices or fighting choices or how I fight, you feel me? So it's like, I'll take that out, you feel me? That's the one of the ones you call a lesson, but I'm not going to say, in the ring I learned this, but outside of everything, I kind of realized, okay, cool.
Yeah, I remember you alluding to it was more to do with your preparation or just lifestyle outside of the ring. So what was it that was going on, rough? Like, you don't have to...
without saying
just
too
loads
much.
of things, man. Just like, well, Christmas, innit? after the thing.
So light soup, fufu.
I was in Ghana for 2 months.
Yeah.
It's not like it's bad to travel, but I'm just not even thinking about boxing.
Yeah.
He knows he's fighting me, probably in the gym.
Yeah.
Oh, was you in Ghana for that Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard about Ghana at Christmas. Everyone goes back and it's just party
it's
season.
messy. Messy.
Drinking shocker and,
So-
and pocket care. And that there's some special Baileys you've got out there. Yeah, this honey Baileys.
Yeah.
You know what
there's-
that
He doesn't know about it. He doesn't know about it.
no, you might not know, but your friends.
No. But obviously, it's just shit. So obviously, everyone lives their life outside of training or whatever. But obviously, getting back, not having to fight, trying to just rush to do bare things, just doing everything wrong, bro. Like eating was wrong, just rest time, training times. I'm going to bed. I'm just treating it like every other fight. Like I used to do some mad stuff, that just. I wouldn't say mad. It's not mad, but I used to do dumb stuff to like make weight and stuff, and it's like
irresponsible.
Yeah, you feel me? And it's like you can't do that at a certain level.
Yeah,
like,
but it's good. What I'm asking you this is because there's young fighters coming through, who can learn from people like yourself.
No, definitely.
Yeah. So when they're hearing this, they'll know. All right, if I do this is going to potentially happen to me. Or if they do decide, because some people, they don't want to listen until they go through it themselves. Yeah. And then they'll remember what you said. Like, damn,
I'm definitely that guy.
Yeah,
I need to change still. I'm that guy.
Yeah. So this is why we try to get this out. So those coming through and just people in life in general, no matter what career, you could be working in the city and you're trying to burn the candle at both ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, like, I think you said it yourself in an interview the other day. You losing that fight, do you think people think that's the blueprint to beat you?
100%.
They think start fast
and
and
do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like everyone's done the same thing since that fight, and obviously all of them apart from Yannick fell short in it. So
yeah.
But I don't really care. Like everyone's gonna think they can beat you somehow, some way. You feel me? Like whether they think that's a blueprint or not, it's not gonna make a difference, innit? Like start as fast as you like. Like I'm a different guy to that guy. So like if you're fighting that guy, then it's different, innit? But you're not. So
you had your comeback fight versus Sam Evans.
Yeah.
I remember that was a good finish. The way he kind of fell back on a timber style.
Yeah.
That was a good finish.
But he was a prospect as well.
He was like 10-1 or something.
So
like 11-1.
I can tell they probably said get through you and then.
Bro, even that one, bro. Like, when I lost, do you know how hard it was to get a fight? I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I like guys like when you lose in boxing, bro, it's peak. I ain't gonna lie to you, especially losing like that. That was a bad loss against Cash. I'll be the first to admit it. Like, I part of life in it. What you do? Just say no. It was bad. Bro.
I remember.
It was bad, bro. I remember my brothers came over to York Cool because it was lockdown, and I'm saying to them, "Oh, was that bad?" And they're saying, "Don't watch that, bro. It doesn't matter." I said, "Yeah, that was bad." And I watched
keep
that,
it a buck.
But after that, I remember seeing your gram, and then I remember I think you just this training. I could just sense it just went up a notch.
Yeah, no,
it seemed like you just. I don't know what it was, but I could just see something in your eye.
Bro, I was mad at everything, bro.
Yeah,
I was mad at everything. I said, yeah. All right, so what am I gonna do now? I gotta turn up, bro. So I'm saying when you lose, it's like it's an opportunity to progress, bro. Like you gotta show character now, bro. Like what are you really on? Like show us who you are. Like go on. What you on? Because you could shy away and turn around and go missing for a year like bare fighters do and try and come back when the hype's died down. Or you can just look it in the eyes and say, look, I'm here. I'm not going from nowhere. But what should I do next? Yeah. And that's what I done. I thought, wow. Probably weren't chatting to my brethren outside as much, but I was just fully locked in. Every time I see a camera, someone wants to interview me and ask about Cash. And I'm saying, bro, do you know how annoying this is? But I'm not going to run away. What I need to do is fight. Yeah. So that's not the last thing I've done anymore. So when you are asking me something, you're going to ask me about the last thing I've done. Couldn't get a date. Couldn't get a date. I'm out here. I'm in the gym straight away. I had stitches and I was in the gym. Coach is like, no, chill out. I'm like, bro, I can't. Like, I need to get back here. Like, I can't stay at home. I gotta be in the gym. I gotta be grinding. Like, I need to know I'm getting better. Because that's not happening to me ever again. Yes. Cool. So we're going. Couldn't get a date, bro. Couldn't get a date. We almost went Russia. We got a call saying, yeah, there's this guy in Russia.
Into the fight cyborg, yeah. He was on it like that, yeah.
I was like, all right, let's go. My coach was like, look, we're only going if you can knock him out. So go and watch him and let me know if you can knock him out. bear in mind, this guy's undefeated. Some Russian champion dude. Obviously, they're trying to big him up. So I've watched him, done slow. He's slow. He's probably heavy-handed, but he's slow, got a big head. I said, look, I'll hit him with every shot I throw. So that's nice, but I'm not asking you that. Are you going to knock him out? Because we have to knock him out to win. I said, yeah, I can knock him out. Not knowing if I could, but that's how that's what I was fighting. Obviously, my mindset coming in now is like, everyone's getting knocked out. So, cool. Called the fight on, waiting for things to get sorted out. And then got a call from Frank. Okay, cool. Sunny Edwards is fighting on this date. Dens can go on that show. Yeah. I'm saying, cool. I've set my mind to Russia, but I'd much rather fight at home. A home card.
Your family can, friends and come.
Everyone can come, you feel me? I was like, cool. So we ditched that, came, fight week. Sunny Edwards gets injured. Card off.
Can't catch a break.
Now we can't get back out. Everyone in that card has had a fight since then, apart from me and Ellis, my gym mate Ellis that didn't in the card.
Zorro,
yeah. Only us two. So now I'm fuming again. I'm angry at everything. And then, long story short, I'm in the gym. Lennox Clark gets injured. Boom, Lennox is injured. Do you want to fill in? Cool, of course. 2 weeks to get ready. Going out to Birmingham. Had to get out. So obviously, I'm in the gym anyway.
Itching.
Yeah. Went out there and I'm like, I'm knocking out this guy. Like, I don't care who he is, what he's done. I'm knocking him out. So that's why when I hurt him, I just started chasing him. Like, I'm trying to hurt you, bro. Like, I just take my anger on him. He's nothing to me, but that's just the game, isn't it?
He was running him down like
like he stole something.
Like Curacao or something.
But
So then after you, then you stopped Marcus Morrison.
No. That was he fought Linus first.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a mad fight.
Yeah, I fought Linus.
That was a British.
My Nigerian brothers versus my Ghanaian brothers.
British Fight of the Year candidate.
No, that was a scrap.
He didn't get picked, you know.
I couldn't. We know why, but we won't talk about that. But yeah, flipping. Yeah, that was a scrap. Like, how you, like 12 rounder, you being in there, how much do you rate Linus?
No, he's a good fighter. I thought he was a good fighter anyway. Like I said in the build-up, I didn't watch none of his
fights.
None of his fights where he didn't look good. So I think like people were kind of telling me to kind of watch the Tyler Denny fight. Saying, he got dropped or he should have lost and blah, blah, blah. But that was a good fight.
No, you both wanted it. You both wanted it so much. Like that fight, I could
100%.
Wanted it,
but then I watched these fights with Pesta and someone else. Can't remember. But he had a good fight at Pesta and he had a good fight with someone else. And I was like, all right, so this is the best Linus. This is who I'm getting ready for. For me, I weren't trying to look at man's weakness. This is who I'm getting ready for. He made no mistakes in this fight. Battered man. All right, so normal. This is who I need to have in mind when I'm training. Obviously, I'm going on a away show. I know everything's built for him. They've already discussed that after he bangs me, the guy Milton Keynes for homecoming because it's next to Luton. I'm saying, say no more. Let me hold my corner. Yeah, that's fine. Have all the press. I'm chilling. Obviously, fight night. We've got a cracking, innit?
Yeah.
Linus seems to get very fortunate though with knockdowns because Tyler Denny and you both dropped him and he didn't get a count.
I know.
So he still has never been put on the deck officially.
It's them fires. When there's jumps up.
He got out quick though.
He's got some big legs. Then he just pops up back again. Like the way he styles it is, but
Jack in the box.
Yeah, but yeah, he's a tough guy, strong fighter, man. I've heard he gives a lot of people work in the gyms.
And he's a nice guy as well.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. We're cool as well now. He came to help me for the Morrison fight.
Actually. Okay.
Yeah, he came for sparring still. Him and Brad Pauls.
Yeah.
So then you stopped Marcus Morrison.
Yeah.
Which something Chris Eubank Jr. couldn't do. Do you think that maybe that Eubank might be affected by weight cutting? Why he wasn't able to stop him?
Stop who? Morrison?
Yeah.
No, he just don't hit as hard as you think he does, man.
Okay.
No, Eubank hasn't got knockout powers. It's consistent. It's like if he get hit consistently, it's his work rate.
Obviously, that knockout, the way he knocked out Jordan was kind of peak. Let's be honest, bro. Jordan, I want to be rude, so I'm trying to look for another word. I don't want to, but Your room's at
168.
No, 168. I know, but I mean like, I don't want to be rude, but for the sake of words, a dumb fighter.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, with all respect,
not
like, I know
defensively responsible.
Like he just wants to.
So he walked into it basically.
So we just kind of left his chin in the air and got clipped. You're going out. It don't matter who. He pull him on a nudge, gonna hit you like that. You're going out.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm saying
So how many defenses do you need now to keep it out?
One more.
So is this your next fight?
Yeah.
Your next fight is going to be that. Okay. So, but before we get onto that, you then out of nowhere we got a surprise that you've got an American debut at the Palms Casino against.
Did you know about that fight before you went into the Morrison fight?
I found out probably 2 weeks before. I think a week and a bit. 2 weeks before.
Okay.
But it's so mad because my team knew because.
Okay.
Obviously, they didn't want to distract me. But I remember out of nowhere, bro, there was bare southpaws in the gym. I'm getting ready for Morrison, though. I'm saying, I don't mind the southpaw, but I don't need any right now.
Still thinking, what you lot do you see?
And obviously, I'm saying to him, I'm complaining to him, like, there's too many southpaws. Like, we don't need them right now. He goes, I don't matter, because you're going to need them soon anyway, so you might as well use them. I'm saying, all right, whatever, you feel me? Like, I don't know when or where, but cool. And then all of a sudden, that's come up. And then now I'm thinking back, because every time it happens, I always kind of like just think back to things. So you've known for a while. Then. That's why you didn't really mind. But of course, we've got to stay on course and spar orthodox fights. But they're just get used to the southpaw. But I don't really have problems with southpaws anyway.
Yeah, plus you switch as well anyway.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So obviously, yeah. So it was all right. But then, yeah, beat Morrison. But I knew I had that fight. But I hadn't confirmed yet for like different reasons, not because of the Morrison fight. So I knew about it, but I hadn't said yes yet. So it wasn't bothering me in the Morrison fight because I wasn't going to make a decision till after anyway. So I was like, if he's there by the time I'm making a decision, then cool. But if he's already got an opponent, then it is what it is. Because I'm not rushing to that now. But we have to discuss a few things before I take that fight.
Yeah. So the Janabek fight, so it was coming up. Some people were saying, they was expecting you to get blasted out.
No, everyone was. Not some people. Everybody, bro. And that's cool. It's boxing, isn't it? Everyone has opinions. I look at certain fighters and say, he's getting iced. I do it too. So I've learned to not take that shit personally.
Yeah, because the way you handled Monday Night Smoke when was it Base the Kid was trying to get onto you?
Oh, man. I almost got hot. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I almost got hot and I thought, chill out, but I almost got hot. Like, obviously, like Monday Night Smoke, it's like you're just having a debate with a man anyway. So it's like it's easy to just get emotionally invested into things other than when you're talking in like a professional manner. Like you kind of think about what you're gonna say and you can kind of control your emotions a bit. Well, with these guys, like you chat with a man there, and then someone's trying to draw you out. And you're like, hold on, why should you draw me out for? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
very arena like because I've got into some hot water with my comments on them before.
No, I'm saying exactly. So he was just like, yeah, I get it, bro. Good luck. I'm like, cool. It's not your problem, innit? Let me have. That's my problem. I can't remember what I was saying, but I remember that still. That was funny.
Yeah. But now, so that you've gone out there. What was your mindset once you got into America? How was it out there? What was it? How would you say it differs from fighting in the UK?
It was a totally different environment. It was a bit like I like being comfortable when I'm getting ready for fights in the terms of a living situation. I'm in a hotel.
Okay. Did they accommodate you or didn't come in your opinion?
No, we they didn't link us until until fight week, Top Rank. So we were out there on our own for maybe 8 days before that, innit? So we picked our own hotel, of course, because we didn't want a hotel with a casino in it.
Yeah, got you.
So we picked our own hotel. Went out there on our own dates, and then just got ready. Was going out there to get ready to prepare for the fight. But obviously, the first weekend, that's like tourist vibes. Just landed, got adjusted to the time and that. We landed on a weekend, which is a good thing because it gives us the weekend to recover. So we were just out all night, looking at the hotels, going to all these places, going to the MGM, like all these places man seen on YouTube. I remember watching man out of going to the Caesar's Palace. Oh, this fight was here. thinking, shit, like, man's
Joe
really in
Louis,
Vegas. Like, yeah, took a
I
picture
made
by
it.
it and that.
I made
I'm
it.
saying, bro, like, man's in Vegas. Like, I've always wanted to come here, but I didn't think it would be
the
for my own fight.
circumstances,
Yeah, I thought I'm going to watch Floyd fight or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how. So then obviously, I think it was Saturday or Sunday, one of the days they hit, and we're like, wow, let's go check Floyd's gym.
Okay.
Went over there, checked it out. I'm like, man's in Floyd's gym, like, watch this shit on YouTube. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then they were just like, raw, yeah, we box. I like to just move around and just live my life how I live it. But obviously everyone I'm around, oh yeah, no, he's fighting for the world title. Like, oh yeah, for world, do you want to train here?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I can train here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, we'll shut off for you. Looks at my coach like, well, let's do it. Monday come phoned him, went to the gym, and I just started training there. That's how I started training.
Oh yeah, that's what's
the
up, man.
gym. Otherwise, we were just
up.
looking for our next gym.
That's what's up.
But when they said that, they're just like, all right, cool.
Did you find it strange that when Floyd's gym? Because when I went there, I expected it to be in one place, but then I realized it's in like the middle of Chinatown.
Yeah.
Where it's located is not where you think
it's
it's
mad. It's kind of mad still. But obviously, like the layout, the car park bit, like you've always seen it on YouTube, so I knew, okay, it's here. But when you get there, you think it's in some, like, I know what you mean. Still, it's just in the middle of Chinatown. You're like, I did not expect that.
Koreatown's up the road. There's Target, and it's like the road is like, it looks like a bit Boys in the Hood when you go down the back streets. Yeah, it looks a bit. It does not look like what you'd think it would be. The area location.
Yeah.
So So you, what was it you learned most about yourself in the fight with Janibek?
And was he as good as you thought he was?
Like, he was good. He wasn't, bro. Everyone kept talking about monster and mad power punches. I might stick to that story actually, because then it looks better. It's like I knew he wasn't. Like, I watched boxing. I watched fighters, bro. Like, you know who's a puncher and who's a boxer. And I'm like, bro, his best attributes is how tricky he is. He's very smart and he's sly. Like, he's sneaky with his work. Like, he shouldn't get pulled into this illusion that he's a massive puncher. That don't mean he can't hit. Of course he can hit, bro. If he hits you, he's gonna hurt. But that's not his forte. He's not a knockout guy. He's a smart boxer. The reason why he's knocking at everyone because of the way he was lining them up. So I knew that, cool, this guy is very smart. So when I went there in the fight, like, probably took me too many rounds. But in the first couple of rounds, I'm trying to see what he's got. I'm not gonna just rush in with this guy, bro. This guy's an Olympian. Like,
You don't need to
how many
walk you into something.
Bro, exactly. I know he's gonna set me up. I've seen this guy fight. He does a little thing. He's front foot's in front of you, but as soon as you reach, he leans back and counters. And he caught me with it a few times. And I'm saying, idiot, I know you do that. So it took me quite a bit to kind of find his rhythm. But then as soon as I started pressing him and pushing him, and he realized I'm the stronger man, that's when I was like, oh, I got you. I've thrown you off. Like, I got you. Like, you can't do nothing with me yet. But it just took me too long to realize that.
Yeah, okay.
But in the beginning, bro, he was being tricky, and I didn't want to fall into anything. And obviously in that last round, I was thinking, I'm gonna pull it on you now. So I'm trying to up my work rate, and then I've walked into a shot.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh shit, you got me. I can just see guy coming at me. I'm like, oh shit, he's coming. He's coming. Boom, he caught me again. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going down. I held him. Then I heard the crowd booing, and I'm like, nah, you can't boo me, man. Come on, like, you
ain't got love for us on the West Coast. You're a suit dog.
I'm saying, bro, we just went through 12 rounds, man. I'm booing. I got to finish strong. So I just thought, let's go then. I just have to bite down and just start swinging it out of him. But it was a sick fight. I enjoyed it. It's mad because, like, them kind of fights, you kind of enjoy it, bro. It's weird.
It's a weird feeling. Yeah, it's a mad
like
sensation.
you know when you've been in a good fight.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? That was sick. You rated me, and I know. I mean, I rated you, and I know you rated me. Like, I done some things. I know.
Yeah.
And him and his team and his management and all his team came to my change room after and were like, "Hey, you're a champion, bro. Like, you're a good fighter."
Yeah.
Like, we didn't expect that kind of thing, and just show me my respect. You feel me? Like, didn't expect that.
Yeah. No, man. That's what it's about at the end of the day in boxing.
Yeah.
So you've got your fight coming up against Kieran. What's his name?
Kieran Smith. Yeah.
So this is for you to keep the Lonsdale belt outright.
Yeah.
On April 15th. What do you know about him?
I know he's a southpaw and he's like 6'2".
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
From
cool.
Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's another task,
Yeah.
you know, to try and conquer. So
Yeah.
Do you know the date for that or?
Yeah, April 15th.
Okay, is that the Joyce card? Yeah.
Zhang. Yeah.
Joyce versus the Chinese fella Zhang. Is it Zhang?
Zhang. Yeah. He should have got the decision over Hrgovic, but they bumped him.
I see that as well. And he put him down, didn't he?
Yeah. So guys, make sure you tune into that. So now we're gonna move on to the penultimate round. A series of questions. I know you must be familiar with this by now.
God.
Neutral corner. So here we go. Red corner or blue corner?
What's the home corner? Blue.
Yeah, blue. Yeah,
blue corner.
Left hook or straight right?
Straight right.
Everlast or fly?
Everlast.
Cleto
I'm
Rays-
wearing Everlast now, actually.
Oh, big up. Cleto Rays or Grants?
Oh, I ain't worn neither, but I heard Rays are
Punches gloves.
punches gloves. So I'm gonna go with the punches glove.
But I prefer Grants because
I've seen Grants.
Rays hurt my hands.
Oh, swear. I haven't worn neither, so I don't know.
Yeah, you can hurt your hands with them, but you are clapping man out with them though.
Yeah, there we go.
Rival or winning?
Winning.
I'm rival, man.
Nah, you know what rival.
I like winning only because of Floyd though.
Only because of That's another reason why I would have picked Grants as well, though. But
You had a price tag, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Nike boots or Adidas boots?
Nike boots.
Everlast boots?
Oh, no, boxing boots.
Yeah.
Adidas, sorry, Adidas.
Yeah, I'm original Adidas.
Yeah, Adidas, yeah.
Everlast boots or Lonsdale?
Everlast.
York Hall or Royal Albert Hall?
Royal Albert Hall. Best venue.
Wembley Arena or Palms Casino Resort?
Palms Casino was nice, though. Palms Casino was still.
Tupac or Biggie?
Techie. I'm going to go Tupac.
Biggie
Nas
all
or
day.
Jay-Z?
Nas.
Nas. I'm going Nas.
Ali or Tyson?
Ali.
Jack Johnson or Joe Lewis?
Joe Lewis.
Ray Robinson or Ray Leonard?
Oh, man.
Robinson,
You've got to go the original, man. Ray
Robinson, man.
Yeah.
Robinson.
Okay, so fantasy fight in Ghana. Azuma Nelson versus Isaac Dogbo at featherweight 126. Who wins?
Oh, that's mad because Dogbo's my guy. But Azuma's as a legend. I don't think I'm allowed to go against him. He might beat me in Ghana, bro. I'm going with Azuma. But Dogbo's my guy.
Ike Corte versus Joshua Clotty at 147. Who wins?
I'm going Corte.
Yeah, Ike Corte will win that.
Yeah.
Jimmy Lennon Jr. or Michael Buffer?
Michael Buffer.
Mills Lane or Steve Willis?
Yeah, Steve Willis.
Spence or Crawford?
Crawford, man.
Spence all day.
Spence all day, man. Herbie or Bibble?
Spence, you lot of Spence?
Yeah.
Oh, Crawford, man.
But I fuck him Crawford though heavily.
Yeah.
But I don't want him to fight, bro.
Yeah. But someone's got to lose the peak.
Yeah.
I want to see it, but like, I don't want none of them to lose, do you? Right.
Beterbiev or Bivol?
I would Beterbiev, but after this weekend, what do you mean, like who would win?
Yeah.
I used to think Beterbiev, but after this weekend, I think Bivol, you know.
Triple G or Jamal Charlo?
Oh, I'm going Charlo, man.
Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson?
Oh, why are you doing that? I'm going Shakur.
Yeah, I'm going Shakur as well, you know.
Haney and Stevenson?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have said Shakur or Tank.
Nah.
Oh, that's
Skills,
big
man.
as well.
Benavidez or Plant? David Benavidez or Caleb Plant?
Sticky as well. I'm going Benavidez, though.
Come on, my guy is going to smoke him.
Nah, I don't know about smoke.
I don't know about smoke. Smoke's a bit harsh, but I'm going Benavidez still.
BMW or Mercedes?
I got Mercedes, but I think a BMW. BMW is a smooth drive.
Audi or Lexus?
Audi.
Rolls Royce or Bentley?
Bentley.
Also, yeah, why did you go with the name Bentley and not Mensa?
I didn't go with the name Bentley.
Well,
They picked it for me, bro.
Oh, did they?
I'd never used that name in my life.
Oh,
It's my middle name.
Yeah.
But I'd never used it.
Yeah.
oh.
I've never used it. So obviously when you go to the board, you give it, you send your
Yeah,
passport
and
through,
then
whatever.
and it just-
Obviously
it
they
just
think,
stuck.
my last name's Intim Mensa. Probably thinking, bit of a mouthful, mate. You know what I'm saying? So obviously they wrote back to me saying Bentley, but obviously I'm thinking, why did they write back to me saying Bentley? I didn't fill in the forms like that. So when I was first turning over, my medicals and my license didn't match. So I'm not licensed to fight. And I got 2 weeks to go.
Okay.
So I had to go through this whole process saying, wait, hold on, try this name. Saying, yeah, we got that. I'm like, yeah, that's me. So can you put it together and use my name? Like, use Mensa if you want. Leave out the Intim. Just come back Bentley and all of a sudden, you've used the name, you can't change it. Blah,
So,
blah,
and then you're a performer anyway, so like a stage name.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, exactly.
I go home.
Chocolate,
you know what I'm saying?
kid chocolate.
Yeah. So so it's calm. I'm not really fussed about it. What,
Dark
not anymore.
skin or light skin?
As in what? Chocolate?
Women.
Girls.
Women, that's a chocolate.
I don't want no beef, just girls.
Yeah, just go like that. I like that.
Slimline or curvy thick?
All girls deserve love.
Yeah, all girls for it.
Natural or surgery?
No, natural.
There you go, ladies. You heard it first. Garage or house?
I'm going to go garage.
Yeah. Drum and bass or jungle?
I'm going to go drum and bass.
R&B or slow jams?
R&B.
Dancehall or Afro beats?
Afrobeats.
Afro beats or Amapiano?
Afrobeats.
Beef patty or meat pie?
I'm African, so I'm getting meat pie.
Kenke or Banku?
Kenke.
Wache or rice and peas?
Watch it.
Alimo bitter or pokeke?
No, I don't drink, so.
Good. Red or 2-0 Zafi?
Red.
Palm nut soup or peanut soup?
Peanut soup.
Kokonte or
Kukonte!
or
Say it properly, Kukonte!
Hey, you heard him. Say it properly.
Kokonte or kontomiri stew?
Contumely stew, you know. Oh my god, contumely stew.
Oh, by the way, you know Banku, yeah? They eat it in Barbados. It's called cuckoo.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What do they eat with? Or what do they eat
Bajans,
with?
that's like Conor Ben and Anthony Yard and Denny. They eat it with flying fish.
Flying fish?
Yeah, it's nice.
What do you mean flying fish?
It's not a fish that flies, but they call it.
I'm
they
not
call it
involved,
flying fish,
yeah.
Yeah,
So this is all mad.
Yeah. And then wache, you know, is like rice and peas, isn't it?
No. Rice and peas is like washi.
Yeah. Sorry.
Wash is the original.
All right, sunshine. Evian or Volvic?
Evian. I know, Evian.
Voss or Fiji?
Fiji. I think Voss is fake,
For
man.
political, NDC or NPP?
MPP. Shouldn't even have said that. Probably beat me there as well. But
Who do you prefer, Nana Akufo Addo or John Dramani Mahama?
you know what? I don't really remember much of what John Muhammad done in power, so I can't really say so. But obviously, Nana's in power now, so I'll just go with Nana.
Big up my friend Emma Mahama. That's her uncle, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
So
Good, I didn't say nothing bad about him.
for artists, Shatta Wale or Black Sheriff?
Black Sheriff.
Kojo Funds or Stoneboy?
Where are we at now? Yeah, I'm getting Kojo fun. No beef.
Mr. Oh yeah, we're right. Mr. Easy or Mr. Silver?
Mr. Easy.
Wendy Shea or Gayaki?
No, I don't even know who they are still.
Oh, they're like women ones. Lucozade Sport or Wow Hydrate?
Wild Hydrate. Sponsor, please.
America or Dubai?
I'm going to Dubai.
City life or countryside life?
It's techie, you know, because I'm a city boy, but I like countryside. It's nice and quiet, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to go... man. City.
And then last question, Labadi Beach or Busuya Beach?
Labadi Beach.
Labadi Beach.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you've completed the penultimate round. Thank you very much.
That's funny, you don't know your homework. That is so hilarious.
You like that one, yeah?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. So, April 15th, you're fighting for the Lonsdale belt outright.
British champion.
Tell people where they can find you. And, yeah.
Yeah, on Instagram and Twitter at 2sharp_D, the number 2sharp_D. And yeah, couple box at
April 15th.
April 15th.
Yeah.
I'm
Any
bugging.
sponsors you want to plug?
Shouts out my sponsors, man. They know that.
They know they are.
Names. Give them names.
Flipping out, Danny. You working for?
Don't miss that. Don't miss that.
When they said shout them out, you're saying the names. Yeah, that was sweet, mate. Wrap up, Dan.
All right. Well, let me shout out Ragatonic, the official sponsor of the Neutral Corner for Fight Fan TV Live. You know where it is. So yes, guys, we've got the champ on today. Thank you for coming on. Much love.
Thanks for having me, man.
It's Too Sharp, the champ, Denzel Bentley. It's Danny Glover. It's Big Lex. And remember, persistence beats resistance. You know where it is.